So if Jake, if they insist on, giving this guy a pass, despite all the ungodly shit that this man has done, over the course of time in the ministry, then that just show you that Jake is definitely in that free Barabbas spirit. Jake has acceptor of persons, respecter of persons, man. They're very selective with who they have mercy, who they want to show mercy. You know, all this, BS going on. The Most High is seeing everything, and it's exactly why the Most High is gonna bring total hell on Jake. All right, now let me grab this real quick. This is in Ezekiel 22 and 26. If you're saying, what was his actual sin? Well, him being a chief high priest, the Lord made complaints about the priesthood back then. They was wicked. They was doing shit that was totally out of the temple, man. All right, Ezekiel 22 and 26, it says, her priests have violated my law. And this guy, he's known to boast in the law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane, mixing the things of this world with the ministry and doing that so that they can actually monetize and capitalize, man. Right? And put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean. So if we're going to say that that fetish that this dude got exposed for having, if we're going to say that there's nothing wrong with it, then you're in violation. All right? You're in total violation. And he would know better, being a chief priest, that's not a clean practice. I don't care if it's with your own wife. That's still unclean. You're literally mimicking the practice of a sodomite with your wife. Taking a replication of a male phallic symbol and having it shoved up in your rear. That's sodomy. That's an unclean practice. So there is no way that you can justify or spin that to try to get this dude a pass, man. The Lord is putting this dude to shame for a reason. It says, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them. And he even teaches that you can pop your woman on a Sabbath day, as well as IUIC. The Most High sees all this behavior within Israel. So what's going to be the solution of all this madness, man? All right, the false prophets, looking after their own way, following their own spirit. All right, making merchandise, taking bribes. And that dude, he's guilty of all that, man. So no telling what kind of deals these dudes are making, while they're in their position. Getting all this fame and growing these big followings. Getting all cool with famous people of the world. Coming on their platforms. Talking about your personal life and, giving your biography. Nothing having to do with Yahushua, his grace, his mercy, his resurrection, his salvation. So this when you read this whole chapter, man, the Lord is basically, he's bringing out all the receipts on how wicked Jake was and still is to this day. All right, Ezekiel 22 in verse 19, and it says, I'll start at 18. It says, Son of man, the house of Israel's to me become dross. All they are brass. All right, you done lost your value, man. All right. And tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace, they are all even the dross of silver. And Jake is just rusting away, man. Losing their value, being basically degenerated. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because you are all become dross. Behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. A lot of you, y'all gonna be preserved to get melted, man, because you ain't right. A lot of you are really your enemies at the cross, but you preach Yahushua of pretense. You know, none of you are valiant for the truth. All right, trying to you know, coddle this dude. All you niggas, y'all. The scriptures say that many hearts will be revealed. The hearts of man will be revealed, and we're seeing it. Jake got their own agenda. They're not trying to follow after the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let's do a nationwide fast because this nigga got caught being a damn 69 god. The hell? Y'all wouldn't show us the same grace if they found out somebody in Great Millstone was moving like that. As they gathered silver and brass and iron, lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. All right? Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and you shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall you be melted in the midst thereof, and you shall know that I am the Lord, have poured out my fury upon you. And the Lord's going to eventually do that. All right, and the Lord's going to bring, he's finna bring you into a time of trouble that since there has never been a nation. And the only way you're going to be preserved and protected out of that is if your name is written in the book of life of the elect. That's why I'm in that spirit of, if you're not of the elect, fuck you, man. That's just what it is. We too far in the game, man. And just looking at the way things is going. You can see why there's only a remnant. All right. So, yeah, man. And I'm just agitated because, you know, that same guy. You know, this is the same dude who stood next to a guy who had the Bloods and Crips, you know, sent out to us. He shot up the Bible. Then he gets found out that he's a damn freak. The shit that he was accusing us of being, he goes down for it and he's locked up in the system. You know, and this chief priest guy, he once said that if in the ancient world, if he caught a brother eating turkey from a Thanksgiving dinner, if you made a turkey sandwich from out of the turkey from a Thanksgiving dinner, he'd stone you. Showing you that under the first covenant, you was not shown any mercy, you know, when it came to breaking particular laws. This dude, he's he wants to set up his woman to not only prostitute herself to other men while he's married to her, but to role play, act on the role of a sodomite. But he gets a pass. So I'm done with Israel, man. All right, but hey, bless and salutations to the elect. All right, so I'm gonna end off with that. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.